Hi, I'm Rich Heffron. This is this week's Delaware State Chamber of Commerce Legislative Minute. Hope everybody had a pleasant Easter weekend. Next holiday's 2 months away, Memorial Day. So we got a ways to go. A lot of work to do between now and then. Last week, the General Assembly went on their traditional 2-week Easter break, but before they did, the Economic Development Committee had a hearing in the House, had a hearing on the minimum wage bill, which has already been passed in the Senate. After testimony by several organizations, including the State Chamber of Commerce, the sponsor, Representative Brady, removed it from consideration by the committee. He can always bring it back, but at this time it's not moving forward. It appeared there were not enough votes on the committee to release the bill to the floor of the House. So we'll see where this goes in the next few weeks. Also, the bill that dealt with the PLAs and veterans was tabled was released by the Labor Committee, but there is some consideration of rewriting the bill, amending it, or maybe just dropping it for now. My understanding was there were a few hundred people there from mostly from construction companies that were not union companies in opposition to the bill. So we'll see where that bill goes. Several other things that we're looking at this time. There was an article in the News Journal last week in which we were quoted talking about how the population in Delaware has not grown the last several years, at least since the recession, especially in Newcastle counties, really, where the lack of growth is shown. There has been growth in Sussex County. There were several concerns. One is that the people who are coming here are retirees, which is, and most of those obviously moving to Sussex County, which is fine, as long as they come and they obviously they're spending their money down there, but it also raises healthcare costs and is what's driving our healthcare industry, which is our fastest growing industry in the state. But there were other concerns. I was quoted in the article, two things. I talked about a stagnant budget. There was a long discussion with the reporter. What we meant by that was that revenues are not growing as quickly as expenses, and these expenses are being driven by both healthcare costs, Medicaid, and the healthcare plan for the employees of the state, and also pension costs, and a few other drips and drabs here and there, which leaves our revenues flat. And we've discussed before, when you have flat revenues, essentially you're behind the 8 ball because your expenses are growing. We have to figure out a way to resolve that situation. The other thing I said was that there's a lack of that also jobs were stagnant. Really, what that discussion was about was the fact that the income that people are earning from the jobs that have been created here, and the jobs are still here, is not growing. Personal income is not growing. That's a consideration. And the bottom line was that we were asked, why aren't people coming to this state? And frankly, they're not coming because there aren't the jobs here that they've been looking for. And that's really what the article is about. And we'll have that article linked to this legislative minute. A couple other things quickly. There was an article in the Inquirer business section this weekend talking about Fishtown, part of Philadelphia that's been rejuvenated, and how it's rejuvenated around entrepreneurism and new businesses and startup businesses and investment in startup businesses. And we will link that because that's something we're lacking in Delaware. We need to figure out how we get better at that. That's may give us some indication. Lastly, Superstars in Education, the reception, honoring those teachers in schools which we think are innovative, will be on May 9th at Wilmington University. It's in the evening. Also, we'll give out the first John Taylor Award. It is awarded to somebody who has shown lifetime achievement in education. This is the first one. We plan to do this every year at Superstars in the future. So if you're interested in education, you're interested in knowing what's going on in education, some of the innovative programs that are being developed in our schools, both private and public schools, I think you'd like to attend the reception on May 9th at Wilmington University. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching.